exclusive new products that you will only see on my website at www.sayitwithchest.com. These products are made special by my mother, Keyline Designs. The hoodie blankie, the face mask, as well as the 4-in-1 African head wrap. Now the way it works, it is a reversible bonnet. It has a headband that you can wear alone. It has a matching face mask as well. Please be sure to go over to our website and check out these nice new products that you will not find anywhere else. I am Miss V, crime reporter, website promoter. If you are interested in showcasing your website, hit me up in my DM on IG and we can discuss all the details of showcasing your business, doing a commercial, and running it on my show for a couple of months, as well as promoting you on other social media sites. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, DM me right now and type in the comments, I am interested. And let's talk. Let's talk about your business. Let's showcase your business. Hey, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Make this go viral. So you see the title here. I always mess it up. It's a thumbnail. You see the thumbnail here. Good morning to Simply Talking Podcast. Thank you for coming through. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up and share it out if you can. And Maddie, thank you for coming through. Good morning. How are you? So yes, guys, this is a case that it happened last year. This was her name, the girl who was killed, her name is Jada Mills, and the lady that was accused of murder at the time, her name is LaSondra Johnson. Well, some of you guys may know Beloveslife. She's a mukbang channel on YouTube with over 3 million subscribers. Jada Mills is her younger sister. And early on in the case last year, Beloved did speak on it, not really knowing what the full details was. And she kept saying it too when she was talking about it. She thought that according to reports, it was over hair or something. But I'm not sure if that was the end report. From my understanding, it was actually another girl's fight. Jada jumped in, and Jada was the one that ended up getting shot in the chest with a 9mm weapon. Well, LaSondra was arrested. She had $1 million bond, but she was a legal carrier of that gun and claimed self-defense from the beginning. So I always like to come back to cases that I report because, I mean, it interests me. I always want to know, even before I started reporting news, I always wanted to know. I wonder what happened with that one case. You know, people will report it initially, but nobody really comes back and give you the updates. Good morning, Carolyn. Thank you for coming in. So this is what it is. This is an update to the story, the case of Jada Mills. She actually was charged with a lesser charge. LaSondra was. But ultimately, I did read in a report that her lesser charge could carry up to 5 years, but she was looking at first degree murder and life in prison at first. So she did end up getting excused from all of these charges. And I'm going to learn this information right along with you guys. So if you could please hit the thumbs up, share it out if you can, and hang out with me for a minute. So the first thing I'm going to play is my video that I did 8 months ago when I first learned about the case. And then I don't even know what I'm about to say because I mean, this was early on in my YouTube career. So thank you so much for sharing, Aunt Maddie. I appreciate that for sure. So we're gonna listen at my previous reports, and then I also have the updated reports. I have the past reports from the news. I have audio, video, or audio from a family member of LaSondra Johnson, who's been fighting with her from the beginning and claimed her innocence, and she speaks on Be Love and what Be Love said in the beginning and all of this stuff. So we got a lot to cover here. So here's the initial reports and my copyright disclaimer. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on the copyright under 17C USC 107. Got into YouTube is because of my sister. You guys know who my sister is, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so the person speaking, this is Jada. She was actually going to be starting to do YouTube, and she made a video talking about her sister, but she never told us who her sister was, and those were their plans to start doing. So here it is. This is the one who lost her life. Secret. Maybe I'll tell you guys a little bit down the line, or you guys might have to wait until we do a video together, but you guys know who she is. Maybe you guys can guess it. My younger sister Jada was dead. And I was like, what? She's telling me she's dead. Somebody shot her in her heart. And this is all over some hair, y'all. Over some hair. My sister Jada lost her life over some hair. 27 years old, had 3 kids. She had a 9-month-old, I think 7 and 4. I may be getting the ages wrong. I wasn't close to her because we didn't live, we had the same father. We went to the funeral. And there was a lot of people there, and different things, and that supported my sister, loved my sister. She was an amazing person. She had a heart of gold. We were talking about her business. She had another business. She kind of had a hair business that was called Jazzy Extensions, and it was named from her younger sister, her sister. Her sister passed as well and got shot in the head from gun violence. She passed away, and she was like 16 or something. So it was devastating when they lost her. So this is her mom's second time losing a daughter young in age to gun violence. There's a variety of accounts of what happened to my sister. But from what my sister said, my sister, which is still my younger sister, but she was older than Jada when she called me, that somehow the girl wasn't satisfied with the hair or something, and my sister was like, okay, I'm gonna pay you back. I'll pay you back the money for your hair. And she said, don't worry, I'll take care of you. And apparently, the girl didn't want to hear that. She wanted her money right then at that moment. And my sister went out that night, and apparently she went over a friend's house, and
The girl happened to come over to friend's house. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know all the details. But I guess they fought or had a fight, and my sister was getting the best of her. I don't know. And the girl just cowardly pull out the gun and shot my sister in the heart. I think 2 times. And my sister lost her life. Just that quick. Hello, everyone. I am bringing you a story today concerning Jada Mills. I don't know how many of you know the YouTuber by the name of Beloveslife. She is a huge mukbang channel. She does seafood. Well, this is her sister. This story here was updated February 20th, 2021. I am sad to report the homicide of 27-year-old Jada Mills. I'm going to go ahead and read the story and give my opinion as I go. Waterloo. A 27-year-old Waterloo woman was identified as the person killed in a weekend homicide as condolences poured on social media. Waterloo police Waterloo police released the woman's name Tuesday morning as Jada Young-Mills, 27. However, on a Facebook page where family and friends are posting condolences, the woman's name is spelled Jada Mills. My beautiful stepdaughter has passed away, Nichole Mills posted Monday. Underneath the photo posted October 19th. I asked my Facebook family to please pray for our family to stay strong for her children and each other. Condolences flooded into Jada Mills' Facebook page, particularly on one of her last photos that was posted on November 11th, where she posted a photo of herself with the caption, "Life's just a maze. I'm going through my phases." From arguing with each other in school, walking down Mobile, to eating Lay's original potato chips at church in the kitchen with your little sisters. Your laugh will always be my favorite. Jalen Young commented after sharing Mills' final photo, "I'll see you later." This is so sad. Police say that Black Hawk County Sheriff's Department heard gunshots in the area of Edison Street and Grandview Avenue just after midnight Saturday and found young Mills inside a residence at 723 Dawson Street with a gunshot wound. Waterloo police did not specify where the bullet hit her. Young Mills was taken to Unity Point Health Allen, where she later died. Police arrested LaSondra Annette Johnson, 36 years old, of Waterloo, on a charge of first-degree murder in Young Mills' death. She is currently being held in the Black Hawk County Jail on $1 million bond. According to the obituary, from 2014, Young Mills is the sister of Jasmine Rimbert, who was 17 when she was shot to death in 2014. Wow. According to an obituary from 2014, Young Mills is the sister of Jasmine Remnant, who was only 17 when she was shot to death in 2014. Quadarius States later pleaded guilty to invalid. Come on. So their family has already been devastated by gunfire. So here she is. LaSondra Annette Johnson ruined her whole life over a damn hairdo. Okay, so here's the...
Again, these are previous reports. She did not ruin her life. It was ruled as self-defense, and she got off. And that's what we're talking about right now.
Family of the woman who shot Jada, and her family is protesting outside of the police department, claiming that it was self-defense. I don't know the story. I am just now digging into this, and you guys are with me. So I'm definitely going to look into it and just see what people are saying. and see where we are now in the case. So this was posted November 17th, 2020, and updated February 8th, 2021. Two family members and friends of the woman charged with first-degree murder and a weekend homicide are asking for police to drop the charges, saying she was acting in self-defense.
Witnesses on the block. These are neighbors on the block. Everything is being disregarded. Their testimony is being disregarded. And it's not right. About her being, she's a business owner in this community. So what do you think is the right thing to do? The right thing to do is look back into this case.
The audio will get better, guys.
Let her get home to her children. And so she can prove herself. Let her prove herself in court. But all I'm not here and what I'm advocating for today is for her release. Yeah. So she can go home. You know, she's in there getting treated so bad. I'm just here as a fly on the wall. I'm just talking about think of a document on behalf of the community. And this is on the Courier's Facebook page. So if you want to introduce yourselves, if you're comfortable with that. I'm here advocating for LasondraJohnson to be released, to be at least free, so she can get home to her children. This woman is a business owner in this community. This woman has no charges. She has no record. She's a member. She has a CWB. She's a registered firearm, okay? So she was attacked. When you guys see the nature of this case, I know there's so many different stories going around, but I'm touching the source. This is the Lord. And she was literally attacked by three women, multiple witnesses on these things. None of their statements were even they weren't even considered. Wasn't even considered. Just those statements alone. The Black Hawk police department have done a proper investigation. A thorough investigation before placing first degree, which is premeditated murder on this young lady. Then they would have seen that she was clearly justified. But not only that, my thing is, CWT holders of the state of Iowa, if three people jump in your car and start to attack you, why would you not be able to shoot to defend yourself?
What's up,
She
She?
did not shoot her in the head or anywhere in this area. She did not try to hurt her. She feels very bad. We all feel bad for the other family. Don't get us wrong. We send our love to them too. But we don't want to lose our loved one as well. This was senseless. This is why you pick and choose your battles wisely. You know, but anyone in their right mind is not going to let their possessions be violated. You're not going to let your home be violated, your car, or even your body. So that's all I got to say. I'm here advocating for her release.
She was literally attacked by three women. Clearly justified. Record. The law says a person may use deadly force to protect their life if they have a reasonable belief deadly force is necessary.
Or even your body. So that's all I got to say.
So they believe Iowa's stand your ground law should apply to Johnson, who they say is licensed to
Welcome,
carry,
AB
who's legally licensed to
2.25.
carry a weapon and has no prior criminal record. The law says a person may use deadly force to protect their life if they have a reasonable belief deadly force is necessary. She was literally attacked by three women. She was clearly justified. Johnson is a business owner who holds a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, and said the attack was unprovoked. What happened to the self-defense law, Young said? If a person fears for their life, they're supposed to be able to shoot. Authorities allege Johnson, 36, shot and killed 27-year-old Jada Young-Mills at a Dawson Street home. According to court records and police statements, Young-Mills and Johnson were involved in a fight in front of the home around 12:10 a.m. Others apparently broke up the altercation, and police say Johnson went to her vehicle and retrieved a handgun. She then pointed the gun at Mills and fired, according to the police. Paramedics with Waterloo Fire Department found Young-Mills unconscious on the home living room floor. She was taken to Unity Point Health Allen Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Okay, let me read that again. According to court records and statements, Young-Mills and Johnson were involved in a fight in front of the house around 12 a.m. Okay. So the fight was outside. Okay. The fight was outside. That's what they're saying. The fight was broke up. Police say Johnson went to her vehicle and retrieved a handgun. She then pointed the gun at Young-Mills. Okay. And Mills was found by fire rescue unconscious on the home's living room floor. Okay. So if the fight was outside, how did she end up in the living room floor dead? So this sounds like to me that the fight was outside, it was broken up, it was over. Young-Mills went into the house. The person who shot her must have come into the house and shot her. Because that's what I'm reading here.
Okay, so it did not make sense to me 8 months ago because I'm just going off of news reports. And that part still don't make sense to me because I didn't see this trial or anything like that. But I am going to read the updated article to see what, if they give us any details on that. But what I did hear is that they were fighting outside, and they even have a video of this fight, but it's so far away. Like I'm sure they probably could, like, I know they could zoom in on it and see more than I could see with my naked eye. But there was a video, and you did see the flash of the gunshot. It was only one single shot. Jada stumbled to a house, and it must have been a house that she was there having for a party or whatever. So I'm guessing that's how she ended up on the living room floor. She stumbled into the home.
She must have come in.
Welcome, Mahogany and 420. Thank you for coming through, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been?
Inside the house and shot her, which would be premeditated. Because you can't do something after the fact if the gun was not on her at the time of the altercation.
Again, for the people that didn't hear me say, the audio you're listening to is my audio from 8 months ago. They have since cleared LaSondra of all charges, and it sounds like she won't be doing any time at all. She got off on self-defense. And so this also interests me with the Kyle Rittenhouse charge, just seeing how self-defense plays out, different scenarios. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested in this.
She could not go retrieve it and come back and shoot her because you had reasonable time to think it out. That is considered premeditation. I'm no law enforcement person, but that is what they consider.
And I was absolutely right though, but that's not what happened. She was within the fight. She actually was in her vehicle, and they tried to go into her car, and that's when she grabbed the gun and shot Jada. But she said her intentions was not to kill Jada, but to give a warning shot. But obviously she was scared. She said that Jada beat her and the other girls jumped on her too.
I'm not correct where they are in the case right now. I will continue to update on this story because I want to follow the trial and stuff like that. I don't know if it will be televised or not. Another thing that the family and activists is trying to do is get her released, and they also want her trial to be held someplace else. They're saying that the Black community has already made up their minds as to who's the wrong person here, and they just don't feel like she will get a fair trial. Well, on the other hand, the state is saying that this is not a high-profile case. They haven't proven that the city would have a problem or be biased towards this person. So they ain't trying to move this case. So I don't know the final outcome of that, or if that was the end result. So right now I'm going to cover the story of Jasmine, the younger sister who was killed at the age of 17. My heart goes out to this mother who lost 2 daughters to gunfire. This is awful. But here we are.
In Waterloo tonight continue their investigation of the death of a teenager over the weekend. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Tiffany O'Donnell. Scott Sanborn has the night off. 17-year-old Jasmine Rembert was found dead in the basement of a home on Elm Street early Sunday morning. CBS News reporter Jason Hackett is live in Waterloo and tells us why a suspect is in custody but hasn't been charged in her death. Jason.
Tiffany, unfortunately, we're learning tonight that the 17-year-old was getting off to a fresh new start at her brand new high school. Tonight, police here in Waterloo are trying to figure out if this was all just a tragic accident or something more sinister. Jasmine Rembert died from a single gunshot wound to the head. With the how now confirmed, police are still trying to figure out why. We've interviewed numerous people, and we're still looking into everything to make sure we get the details straight. Police say they do have a lead. 18-year-old Quadarius Spates. Police say he was at the house on the night of the shooting. They say a 9mm Taurus pistol found at the scene not only killed Rembert, but also belonged to Spates. We're looking for him for questioning in regards to.
Wow, so I mean, y'all probably heard that this is now the sister of Jada, who was killed a few years back at the age of 17, and she was killed by some boy, and she got shot with a 9mm too, but she got shot in her head. Oh my God.
Traffic stop. A previous criminal record left Spates facing several charges, including being a felon in possession of a firearm and trafficking in stolen weapons. However, police stopped short naming him a suspect. I'm not saying there's no direct connection. I'm just saying at this point we're not releasing any of those details because we're still talking to witnesses and gathering information.
Meanwhile, we're learning more about 17-year-old Jasmine Rembert. She's been back in our alternative high school for the past month.
Officials at Expo High School have been offering counseling to any student coping with the loss.
We will do anything we can to support the family in this tragedy, as well as to support the emotional needs of our staff and students.
We reached out to Jasmine's family. They declined to talk to us on camera, but they did tell us by phone that she was, quote, free-spirited and loved life and her family. We're told the 17-year-old was a fan of basketball, volleyball, and dancing. They go on to say that she's, quote, just a beautiful person that will be missed. Spates is being held in the Black Hawk County Jail on $10,000 bond. Police say they're still continuing to interview suspects and interview witnesses. So as soon as they make a break in the case, we will let you know.
Quadarius Spates, 19, pleaded guilty September 3rd to involuntary manslaughter, being a felon in possession of a firearm and trafficking stolen weapons. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison for the weapons trafficking charge and 5 years each on the manslaughter and firearm charges. The sentences were run concurrently for a total of 10 years, and he also was ordered to pay $150,000 in restitution. Spates is currently in Iowa Department of Corrections Medical and Classified Center of Oakdale. Jasmine Rembert, 17, was found with a gunshot wound to her head in the basement of his grandmother's home. Spates told police the handgun, a 9mm Taurus, had been in a bedroom, and Rembert had been handling the weapon. He told police he took it from her and placed it under a pillow. According to his account, he gave Rembert drugs that night, and she later retrieved the pistol from under the pillow. A struggle ensued, and the gun fired, he said. What? Spates then fled the home and hid the gun. At the time, Spates was prohibited from possessing firearms because of a 2019 adjudication from theft. At the time, Spates was prohibited from possessing firearm because of a 2013 juvenile adjudication for theft. After the court records, Spates police, according to court records, Spates told police he bought the Taurus on the streets 2 or 3 weeks before Rembert's death. Police said the gun had been reported stolen during a home burglary. Wow. Wow, guys, that is a lot. This is all I have for you today concerning this case. Please continue to keep this family uplifted in prayers. Beloved, her sisters, her mother, her stepmother, everybody involved in this family. This was a great loss, and it was very much so a senseless murder over some damn bundles. It's not worth it, man. This is why I would prefer not to have a weapon, because if you don't have it with you, when things like this happen, you don't have that option, because this was a simple fight, and just hearing the other side of the story, it is very conflicting. I cannot wait until we get the real details of what happened. I mean, the fight started outside. She ended up on the living room floor. Then the activist is saying that she was attacked by 3 people, which I didn't see that anywhere in any article. I'm not sure what the community is saying because I don't have connections with people over there. I would love to have connections with some activists over there to see what the community is saying. However, we know now that two mothers have their children have lost their mother. One mother to death and the other to prison. And I do believe they said she had 5 children, and Jada had 3. She had a baby as young as 9 months old. I wish things could be different, but this is where we are today. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make this go viral.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I always be a little afraid of what I'm going to say from this is 8 months ago. I've only been on YouTube for a little over a year. But, okay, so those were my questions back then. As I said, and for the people that's coming in, LaSondra Johnson was actually cleared of all charges. So I'm going to go to the report, the latest report, news article. Give me a second, guys. And thank you again for coming in. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up, guys. Share if you had the ability. And subscribe. Please make sure you're linked to my channel.
Omari Nicholson, this is for you. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark cold hotel room, and the endlessness you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silence revealed. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. Rest in heaven, Amari. We all love you.
All right. Rest in peace to Amari. Justice for Amari. Hey, Sweet Pea, Oh, thank you for coming over from Nita's World. Thank you. Hey, Miss Cajun, how you doing? And I'm glad to hear you working hard 420. I was just on your channel the other day. Okay, so I found the article, and this is the only thing I could find concerning the trial. Again, I haven't gotten into, pulling court documents and things like that. I don't do that yet. I maybe never will. But here's what the latest reports were concerning the trial and stuff like that. They have pictures and things like that. So it says Waterloo, LaSondra Johnson says she was terrified and trying to flee from people attacking her when she fired her shot from her pistol in November of last year. This shot struck 27-year-old Jada Young-Mills in the chest, killing her, and Johnson, 36, is charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors said the two had been into an argument over hair extensions, and so that part was true. Okay, it really was over hair. Okay, they have been arguing over hair extensions as they sat in Johnson's SUV parked on Dawson Street. The argument turned into a physical fight that friends broke up. The state alleges that when the fighting was over, Johnson climbed over in the passenger seat of her vehicle, removed a 9mm pistol from the glove box, aimed it at Young-Mills, and pulled the trigger. Prosecutors said the two had been in an argument over hair extensions as they sat in Johnson's SUV parked on Dawson Street. The argument turned into a physical fight that friends broke up. The state alleges that when the fighting was over, Johnson climbed into the passenger seat of her vehicle, removed a 9mm pistol from the glove box, and fired at Young-Mills. On Wednesday, Johnson took the stand, telling jurors Young-Mills and others were trying to get in her vehicle when she fired that what was supposed to be a warning shot. Johnson said she had purchased the 9mm pistol about 10 years ago following a domestic violence situation in Wisconsin. She had fired guns at a range before, but had never shot the Ruger, which she carried in her purse or her glove compartment. She said on the night of the shooting, she and her boyfriend, Christopher Haggington, had driven her SUV to a home on Dawson Street where her mother was staying. Oh, really? Now that's what I was trying to figure out before. They said, okay, so her mother was living at that home, and that's why she was there, and her and Jada end up at the same place. When we went into the home, a car carrying Young-Mills and two friends, Christopher's sister, Shara Harrington, and Gloria Bolton, pulled up next to the SUV, and the three climbed into Johnson's vehicle, she said. Wow. Okay, so Johnson, let me put her picture back up. This is Johnson. The next report that we're going to listen to is an audio from her family member who have been fighting, being an activist in her case this whole time, and she's actually going to tell the story. I'm gonna let that play, but I just want to hear what the initial reports, or I mean the reports from the trial is saying. And this is my first time hearing it, but one thing I did hear Johnson's family members say is that Shara is the one that put the energy pack in Jada to fight her or something like that. She basically said Shara is the one, or Shahara, however you say her name, was the one who had the issue with Johnson, and Jada should have never been involved. So okay, so that's just my first time saying that name, but I remember her saying that. Okay, so they put up. So wait, she said when he went into the home, when he went into the house, a car carrying Young and two friends, Christopher's sister. Now, see, that's bad. That okay? So this is the sister of her boyfriend who had the problem with her, and that's terrible right there. If I'm trying to understand what I'm reading, y'all, but okay. So this sounds like this was her boyfriend's sister. Let me go back to see who Christopher. Her boyfriend, yeah, her boyfriend Christopher Harrington had been driving. Let me go back. She said on the night of the shooting, she and her boyfriend, she meaning Johnson, right there on my screen, Christopher Harrington had driven her SUV to a home on Dawson Street where his mother was staying. Okay. When he went into the house, a car carrying Young-Mills and two friends, Christopher's sister, Shara Harrington, and Gloria Bowden, pulled up in the SUV, and the three got in her vehicle and started fighting her. Oh, okay. The trio was returning from a night out at Applebee's and the Brick Home Bar and Grill. And Johnson said Shahara Harrington made a FaceTime call to her daughter. Okay. Johnson said Shahara made a FaceTime call to her daughter, which would probably be her. I don't know if she had kids by her boyfriend or not. Okay, so the conversation began to turn hostile when they brought up hair. Johnson had sold Young-Mills hair extensions months earlier, and Young-Mills had been unhappy about the purchase. Okay, so now they're saying that Beloved sister is the one who actually bought the hair from Johnson, the girl that's on the screen. I thought it was total opposite. Okay, let me read that again. The conversation began to turn hostile when they brought up hair that Johnson had sold to Jada. Hair extensions months earlier, Jada had been unhappy with the purchase according to prior testimony. So that sounds like Jada did have a personal issue with her. It wasn't just about Shara. Boy, I tell you, these little details make a big difference. It was her and Johnson into it, sounds like. Okay. So inside the SUV, Johnson, who's on my screen, she said the others were touching her hair and she asked them to leave. What? Young-Mills responded. Young-Mills is Jada. Let me put Jada. This is Jada. Again, Jada is Belove's younger sister. Okay, so she said Young-Mills. Wait a minute, hold on. She told her, she said, inside the SUV, Johnson said the others were touching her hair and she asked them to leave. Young-Mills responded, "You're going to have to move me." And Johnson opened the door, Johnson said. She said Young-Mills grabbed her hair and Jada grabbed her hair and pulled her out of the SUV. Woo. And they fought beside the vehicle. And that's the video that they have. She said she ended up on top of Jada and she felt others on top of her, hitting her and kicking her. Christopher Harrington, which is her boyfriend, and his mother broke up the fight, she said. At some point, she said she heard Jada say something to the effect that she wasn't worried because she has the same gun as Johnson. Johnson said she tried to get back into her vehicle, but one of the women blocked her at the driver's side. She said she bent over to pick up a hat that had come off during the scuffle, and the woman jumped on her. All I know is I was trying to get up and get them away from me, and get them away because I was terrified for my life, she said. She went back to her car and got in the passenger side, but she wasn't able to close the door. The door is moving back and forth because they were trying to enter the vehicle and Chris is trying to stop them, Johnson said. I grabbed my firearm to protect myself. I shot it in the air so they can get away from my vehicle, Johnson said. She said she wasn't aiming and intended to shoot into the distance. She said she was remorseful for what happened. I'm very sorry, she said. I didn't intend to shoot anybody. Well, I don't know how an air shot hit somebody in the chest, but okay. But I mean, it definitely is self-defense though. I'm very sorry, she said. I didn't intend to shoot anyone. Also taking a stand Wednesday was her boyfriend Christopher, who said Johnson was being attacked when she shot. After they broke up the fight the second time, after they got broke up the second time, I opened the passenger side door and put LaSondra in the car. Jada is still coming for the truck, Christopher testified. After the shooting, Christopher Harrington said he drove off, cutting through yards because the SUV was partially blocked in by other parked cars. That was the only way to get out, he said. The defense also put on the stand a neighbor who was outside smoking a cigarette at the time of the fight. The neighbor, who didn't know the identity of anyone involved, described seeing a group of women attacking a lone woman and her boyfriend trying to get them off of her. She said when a gunshot rang out, everyone was on the other side of the vehicle and she couldn't see what was going on. Closing arguments in the case are scheduled for Thursday in Black Hawk County. They're showing, and I'm a link this video if y'all want to see, because they're showing like pictures from the trial. They're showing the jacket that Jada had on. Oh, I guess I didn't put that picture in here, but it's this one. This is what Jada was wearing that night. And they actually showed that jacket, and it was all, a hole in it. Basically, it was ripped right at the chest. It says water. Let me see. Jada was wearing that night she was shot. They showed the pictures of everything. You know how the trials work. But I'm steady scrolling through to see if I could find anything else or that. Let's see. Okay, so that's it. That is the report. That is what happened, and that is why she got off. Beautiful young ladies. Yep. Hey, Teresa Upchurch, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, I be trying to get the details. I don't, like I said, I don't do no digging like that. But I try to get what I can. But what I prefer to get is family members, activists, see what they saying, see what everybody is saying. And so that's where we are headed right now. I'm about to go look. We're going to listen to the audio of the family member that's been fighting with Johnson this whole time and claiming that she was innocent. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and let the video play from that she posted 10 months ago. And then I'm going to let the video play that she posted about 1 month ago. Yeah. Okay, so here is her. This is she's under Tawana Murphy. I'm gonna just let it play, y'all, and I'm gonna share her information also.
Everybody, again, I am Tawana Murphy, radio TV personality. I just wanted to come back and give you a follow-up on.
Oh no, this ain't the one I want to play first. Hold on, that's not the first one. I want to play the one she did 10 months ago, responding to Beloved.
Hey, America. My name is Tawana Murphy. I'll tell you a little bit. A lawsuit for defamation of character. And I'm going to tell you why you're up for defamation of character in a little bit. But what I wanted to say.
Oh, she's talking about Beloved. I didn't know she was talking about suing, but okay, let's get into this.
Is this. I am sending my apologies first for Jada Mills' family, yourself, Jada Mills' family, and the kids, because no kid needs to be without their mom. So I'm just going to put that out there first, and I am going to send my condolences to the family. Number two, I'm going to tell the real story in what happened. You are subject to be sued for $1 million. Let me just put it out there for you, baby. You are subject to be sued for $1 million because you have the story wrong. Defamation of character is what you did. You said in your video that the fight happened in the house. LaSondra left the house, went and got a gun, came back and shot Jada Mills. False. False. That's not what happened. And just like me, I waited 3 weeks before I even touched the story because I had to find out all details of that story and what happened. So I had to separate me being LasondraJohnson's auntie versus being the radio and TV personality and find out what really happened in that story and what happened to Jada Mills. So here we go. You ready? You ready? Beloved, for the story. Let me tell you the story. This is the story. The real story. Okay? LaSondra Johnson had just got over COVID-19. Her boyfriend, Christopher Harrington, drove her to Shahara Harrington's house. They sat in the car for 20 minutes. LaSondra was on the passenger side. They sat in the car for 20 minutes. No more than 2 minutes later, Chris got out the car. No more than 2 minutes later, 3 cars pull up. One pulls in the back of LaSondra, one pulls on the side, and one is like cat corner.
Oh, they boxed her
in for
in.
3 ways, and she could not get out. Okay. 3 young ladies jump out the car. Shahara, who is into LaSondra Johnson's car. LaSondra Johnson asked them to get out of her car, but they refused to get out of LaSondra Johnson's car. Shahara Harrington, who is a sister of Christopher Harrington, who is the boyfriend of LaSondra Johnson, tells LaSondra, I would beat your ass. But because I just got over surgery, I got my Google Squad, Jada and Gloria, to come whoop your ass. LaSondra asked them again to get out of her car because she couldn't move. Now, this is the video. I seen the video. Know your facts, beloved, before you threw the story out there. These three women were jumping on LaSondra Johnson in the car. LaSondra was trying to get them off of them. At one point, she jumped out and run around and get on the other side because she was trying to get away, but they were attacking her. So she jumps in the other side of the car and she's trying to fight her way out. And at one point, she yells, I got a gun. But Jada was the one that was rushing her. The other three was pulling her hair, biting on her, kicking her, and she was trying to get out. She grabbed her gun. She tried to shoot a warning shot, but because all of the three girls were jumping on her, she shot the warning shot, but this warning shot hit Jada in the heart. She didn't mean to kill Jada. She was just trying to get three of them off of them. It's called survival mode, V-Love. She was in survival mode. Now put yourself in that predicament as if it was you blocked in always and couldn't get out. You're going to fight for your life. Just like Jada got 3 kids. LaSondra got 4. She is a business owner. She has a bachelor's degree. She has a master's degree. She got more money than Jada could ever have. Okay? She has money. Money ain't no problem. So she was not fighting over hair. Yes, her and Jada got into it over some hair a while back, but she let that go. And she moved on. This fight was not Jada's fight. Jada jumped in Shahara's fight. This was Shahara's fight. It was not Jada's fight. Jada just caught the end of the stick. Jada should have not. Now, from my understanding, Jada has never been in any trouble. She has never. She grew up with my son. So she has never been in any trouble. She really wasn't a fighter. I do understand that. I know that about her. Because, like I said, she grew up with my son. But Shahara Harrington put her up to jumping on LaSondra. So we're going to tell the truth about this story. Now, the story is truthful. LaSondra just went to court for a bail hearing. We saw the video, and the video is just like I stated. She still couldn't get out. She had to maneuver and try, because what she did was she was on the passenger side. She ran around the passenger and got in the driver's side. She was trying to get away from them, but they all jumped in her car again and was still hitting on her, fighting her, pulling her hair, biting her. They were still attacking her. LaSondra keeps a gun. She's licensed to carry. She keeps a gun on her. So she kept the gun on her, and she told them she had a gun. Back up. She just wanted them off of her. But Jada and Gloria Bowden, Jada Mills, Gloria Bowden, and Shahara Harrington kept jumping on LaSondra. It was a warning shot. It wasn't supposed to kill Jada. She didn't even know she hit Jada. So here's where the good part come in, beloved. Let me get myself together. Here's where the good part came in. The girls took Jada into the house. That's how she got in there. They walked Jada in the house, and they were trying to figure out how they were going to maneuver the story when the police came, how they was going to fix it up to make Sandra the bad guy. So the story that they told was they were fighting in the house. LaSondra left and got the gun. LaSondra never left the scene. In fact, she had to hit one car on the edge and go over 2-3 yards in order to get out. So LaSondra didn't mean to kill Jada. 2 lives are gone here. I understand that. So somebody said, well, LaSondra's going to be in jail. No, she's not. In fact, LaSondra gonna be out next week because the video shows LaSondra was innocent. It was a self-defense. It was a stand your ground move. She was fighting for her life. Just like Jada got 3 kids, LaSondra got 4. And number 1, they too grown to be fighting. That's number 1. Number 2, Jada Mills let Shahara Harrington boost her up to fight Jada. Didn't know that it was gonna be her last day. Didn't know it was gonna be her last fight. Now I feel sorry for the family. I pray for the family. I have condolences for the family because that's not how it's supposed to went down. LaSondra ain't supposed to be out there fighting. LaSondra was sick. She just got over COVID-19. She was weak. She wasn't trying to fight. She was just trying to get home to her kids like anybody else. Imagine yourself, beloved, trapped. 3-4 women jumping on you. You got a gun. You want to get home to your kids. You want to live to see the next day. You're going to go into defense mode. Anybody will go into defense mode if they got 3-4 people jumping on them. So the story that you put out there that all of these thousands of people seen, it was a lie, V-Love, and you are going to be sued for it. When I get done, you won't have a YouTube. You won't have nothing. And I don't want your money. I got money. But my niece is going to sue the hell out of you.
Wow.
because you should have found out all the.
See, I tell you that is the risk you take. I mean, she was just speaking on her sister, but I do. And if you didn't hear in the beginning, I did play what Beloved said, parts of what she said, and she really just didn't know what was going on. She was just going off of what she heard. And but the thing is, when you have money and something to lose, people coming for you. For real. Hey, welcome, Brain Freeze. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, this happened last year.
Details before you jumped out
But they just settled everything in court about a month ago.
there and told the story, destroying my niece's reputation, destroying who she is as a woman, as a mother, as a business owner. You destroyed her character. Now, for anything, Shahara Harrington, Christopher Harrington, Gloria Bowden should be charged with first-degree murder, not LaSondra. They put her up to it. They took her inside their house and tried to figure out a story to tell the police because they knew they were wrong. They knew it. They knew it. All lives are lost here, Beloved.
And see, that was one of the parts I was confused on. I'm like, how did she end up in the house? I mean, because I was like, well, that do sound like they was trying to say that it happened in the house, and it didn't happen in the house. It happened outside. That part didn't make sense, and you will hear it in the beginning of this video when I played my video from 8 months ago, trying to understand what was going on here.
Is that your name? Brittany Beloved?
It's
So I'm
Bethany, I think.
responding to your video. I'm responding to your friend's video, whoever the other young lady was that did the video. Both of y'all will be sued for defamation of character. You gotta know your facts before you throw it out there. Okay, know your facts. You never even got the whole story because
Beloved has over 3 million followers, so a lot of people heard that. But now I feel bad for Beloved because I like her, and she didn't mean no harm. She just trying to figure out what was going on and putting it out there. But yeah, when you're big like her, you definitely gotta wait. And anybody can be sued though. Anybody. Y'all heard about Tasha K being sued by Cardi B.
they lied so quick and y'all jumped on the lie because you were hurt. I understand that. I understand you was hurt. I was hurt when I found out my niece was in jail for murder. She didn't know she killed Jada. And when she found out she killed Jada, she went and turned herself in. She thought she shot Jada in the arm. She went and she turned herself in. So this is not a get back at you, Beloved. It's not about get back at you. It's about knowing your facts before you throw it out there and put it on YouTube. Know your story before you throw it out there. I feel sorry for the family. I feel sorry for Jada. I feel sorry for Jada's kids because I know how that feels. I know how it feels for your kids to walk to the door and every day they look at that door and see if Jada's going to come home and Jada's not going to walk through that door no more. I know how it feels for my nieces and nephews because they do the same thing. They go to the window and they wishing and hoping that their mama gonna come home. The only difference is they get to talk to their mother on the phone and they get to go to the jailhouse and see LaSondra Johnson. And the good thing about the story is that video saved LaSondra's life.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't want to be carrying a weapon, because even though you are licensed to carry, you was in a fight claiming self-defense, you still go to jail. Who want to deal with that shit? You just gotta pick your battles, man. This was so unnecessary.
It showed what happened in that video. LaSondra never left the scene. LaSondra tried to get on the driver's side and drive off. They all jumped in her car and they were still beating on her, biting her, pulling her hair, kicking on her. This wasn't Jada's fight. Beloved, this was Shahara Harrington's fight. It was not Jada's fight. Shahara put Jada up to fighting LaSondra and jumping on her. Shahara put Gloria Bowden up to jumping on LaSondra because she couldn't handle the shit herself. She couldn't fight for her damn self. So she put her girls up to it. And Jada's life is gone because of a bad decision she made, an influence that her friend had over her. Shahara knows that LasondraJohnson Johnson carries a concealed weapon that she's licensed to carry. She knows that. She knows LaSondra have her gun on her at all times. After all, she's the sister of LaSondra's boyfriend, Christopher Harrington. She knows how LaSondra rolled. So if you ask me, Shahara Harrington set her up. Not only did she set her up, she set Gloria Bolton up. So when this whole thing comes out in the open, because we just had a hearing, and the video clearly shows what I'm telling you. It don't show what you just said, Beloved, and whoever the other young lady is that did a video. It shows nothing about what you said. And what you said is going to get you sued for defamation of character. Now, you can come back at me, yeah, but you have a video out there, a live video, and it's been shared thousands of times. So you can't backtrack it. You can't take it down because they have shared it. I have it in my inbox. A lot of other people have taken it and re-recorded the video so that when we do take it to court, or when LaSondra Johnson sues you for defamation of character, and when she sues whoever the other young lady is that said this was over some hair, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. It was not over hair. It was simply over peer pressure. Jada Mills and Gloria Bolton was peer pressured into this fight with LaSondra Johnson by Shahara Harrington. So let's tell the story right. Let me just tell the story right. Okay? That's how the story went. Because if the story was not true, LaSondra wouldn't be walking out of it next week. The story is true. LaSondra's not a killer. She's not a criminal. She had one speeding ticket out of all of her life. She's no killer. That's not her stilo. That's not her MO. That may be her auntie MO, because her auntie always is something. Because I go hard for mine, so it don't matter with me. But her, LaSondra Johnson, is not a criminal. She is not a murderer. It was simply a warning shot that went wrong. And all LaSondra wanted to do was get home to her family. That's all she wanted. And she had to protect herself.
Now, she said it wasn't over hair, but the article I just read said that it was over hair. So, I mean, I guess they trying to make sense of the argument. Maybe it sounded like her and Jada knew each other. Jada did probably buy hair from her, and they probably had words about the hair, but ultimately this fight didn't have nothing to do with that scenario, is what I'm understanding. And the Shahara, her boyfriend's, Johnson's boyfriend's sister must have had another issue with her, but I don't know what that issue was.
That is called stand your ground.
Something stupid.
She stood her ground. That's a stand your ground law in Waterloo, Iowa. Here is where I am is self-defense. She protected herself. So for all is said and all is heard, LaSondra didn't mean to kill Jada Mills. In fact, she cried. And she cried, and she cried when she found out that Jada Mills was dead. She cried so hard. She cried for 5 days straight because she didn't try to kill her. She just wanted them off of her. She just wanted to get home to her kids at the end of the day. Now, this video will be released to me next week. And when the video is released to me next week, Beloved, I am going to show you the video. We seen it in the court hearing day before yesterday. So when I get the video and they give me access to show the video, I am going to show you that video. And you're going to look so bad. And everybody that follow behind you going to look so bad. My niece protected herself. So I'm not just speaking as her and my team. I'm speaking as the TV, radio personality. I mean, no harm or disrespect to any of y'all. I want what y'all want. You want justice for Jada. I want LaSondra to be released. She protected herself. But I do want Shahara Harrington and Gloria Bolton to be arrested for first-degree murder. Jada could have still been alive.
That can't happen.
On what story they was going to tell before police got there. They were plotting on what story they going to tell while Jada was laying there bleeding to death. They were trying to figure out how they was going to cahoot their stories together. Jada could have lived. Let's be honest. She could have lived. Shahara and Gloria Bolton. Shahara Harrington and Gloria Bolton. They hesitated, and they didn't call right away. Now, from what the story says, the police said they was only a block away. Couldn't have been. Because if they was a block away, Jada would have been on the ground. They would have got her outside of the house. They went inside of the house. Jada was inside of the house. In the inside of the house, they were plotting on what they were going to tell the police. And they were going to stick to their stories. They allowed Jada to die. I want justice for Jada myself. But I want my niece out of jail. She could have lived.
Well, I mean, I hear her claims, but I wonder how long was Jada actually laying there on the floor while they was trying to get their story straight, allegedly. And just so y'all know, that's why I say allegedly, man, because you can be sued. You can be sued. Gotta be careful reporting this stuff.
Only if they would have called the police immediately. The story says he was a block away. He couldn't have been a block away because Jada died. He couldn't have been a block away. They were conjuring up what they wanted to say when the police arrived. They were trying to make the story up. So I pray, be love for you and your family. I do. I feel sorry for the babies because they don't have a mom anymore. And I pray that they heal from this. It's going to be a long ride for them. It's going to be a long ride for my nieces and nephews as well. But I'm going to say this, be love. Know your story before you post it, because defamation's a bitch. Now, I am Tawana Murphy, and I am signing off. Now, I don't do name calling. I don't call folk out their name. Well, I used to back in the day. But right now, it is called professionalism, and sometimes we got to grow from being petty to being professional. So I'm going from petty to being professional. There's no need to call name calling. There's no need for that. The truth is all I'm looking for, and the truth is what I got. Because I investigated it. I didn't jump right out there when I heard my niece was in jail for murder. I didn't jump right out there. It took me 3.5 weeks to pick this story up. And you know why, be love? Because it's called investigating. It's called knowing your facts before you jump out there, because you can be sued for defamation of character. Just like you're going to be sued for defamation of character. And I told my niece to ask for $1 million lawsuit. I told her not to be lenient on you. Know why? I told her, be love, not to be lenient on you. Bethany, is that your name? Because you should have investigated. With all of your followers and listeners on YouTube, because I'm not a YouTuber, I could care less about YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. With all of your followers, you are considered a journalist. You're considered a journalist. So when you're considered a journalist, you gotta have facts.
Good morning,
Straight
B.Y.
facts. And you shouldn't have jumped out there if you didn't know facts. You lied and you tore down the character of my niece. In the story that Shahara and Gloria told you, they lied. So my thing is this, V-Love, let's get justice together. I'm fighting on my end. Wow. And I did ask for Shahara Harrington and Gloria Bolton to be charged with first-degree murder. I did ask that. I am talking to LaSondra's lawyer. And I did ask for them to be charged because she should have been alive. They were too busy trying to conjure up a story to tell the police on LaSondra. LaSondra never left the scene. She left the scene after she shot, and she had to go through 2 yards in order to get out. They had her blocked in. She hit the edge of somebody's car because she had to go through 2 yards to get out. Now, now hitting the car I couldn't quite see, but I could see all of the action in there because we were in court. But I could see the action that was in that video. But I couldn't see it close up. Now, when she go back to court in February for trial, we will see the whole thing close up in our face. You'll be able to see it close up. But what we've seen from the video that was presented to us in LaSondra's bond hearing 2 days ago, LaSondra is clearly innocent. LaSondra never left the scene. The fight did not happen in the house. And she didn't leave to go get a gun and come back and shoot Jada. And it wasn't over no hair. It was simply because Shahara Harrington decided to be a punk, a bitch. And she used her goon squad to get beastie because she had surgery. And now Jada's life is gone. Because Shahara wasn't woman enough to do it her damn self because she had surgery. Now I want justice for my niece. I also want justice for Jada Mills. And I want Shahara Harrington locked up for first-degree murder. And I want Gloria Bolton locked up for first-degree murder. And I want Christopher Harrington, who is the boyfriend of LasondraJohnson, locked up for murder. That's what I want, and that's what I want.
Well, that definitely ain't gonna happen. You can't just flip it like that. I mean, come on. I understand she's angry or whatever, but we know that's not gonna happen.
In the meantime, in between time, she gonna sue you for defamation of character. That's it. That's all. Now I am done with this video, and I hope V-Love get a chance to see it. And V-Love, if you want to call me, you can Facebook me, call me, we can talk. Woman to woman, we can talk. But I want justice for both other ladies. I'm not just singling out my niece. I want her out of jail, but she'll be out next week because the video cleared her. But she still have to go to trial. You still got to go through the channels, and you got to hear the testimonies. But them testimonies don't line up with that video, baby. It don't. It don't. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the family. I pray for you and his family because nobody deserves this. Nobody. Nobody deserves it. But to be dogged out, walk through the mud from the story that y'all have that's not even true, my niece deserves justice for that too. She deserves to be compensated for the mess y'all put out there.
Well, I didn't see the video she talking about because she was mentioning another person too. So I don't know who that other person is, or let's see. Whew. Let me hold on, I'm distracted now. I'm gonna go to the video that this same lady posted about a month ago. But yeah, I didn't see B Love you know, oh they actually I didn't see her like trashing the girl or nothing. How y'all doing today?
Hey, America. My name.
Hold on. Y'all see what I'm doing? Chilling. What's up, LC? Thank you for coming in. Callie Calm, how you doing? Good morning. You love that color. Thank you. Thank you. It is a cute color that I normally don't wear, but I like it. Pardon me while I go to a commercial break and while I find this video. Okay, we are back. I found the video I'm looking for. And after this, I am going to be doing another live. I got a couple lives set up. One for Jelani Day. I want to get the updates on that concerning his cell phone being found, as well as part 2 of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial cross-examination. I don't know which one I'm going to do first. I don't know. Maybe Kyle Rittenhouse, because that's a little easier to cover. We could just listen to it and I could pause it and say a few things here and there and not have to look for anything. I'm going to be doing the, I want to look into the Ahmaud Arbery case too. The only reason why I don't start like from the very beginning of that is just because I can't. That's just too much for me. My attention span, I guess, ain't that long to sit through like a whole trial and all of that stuff. But when it comes to like Kyle Rittenhouse being on the stand and all that, yeah, that interests me.
Come back and give you a.
Okay, so here's a video she posted about a month ago talking about the charges or non-charges or whatever. Here we go.
Follow up on LaSondra Johnson's case. LaSondra Johnson, everybody knows, is my niece, and she was charged with the murder of Jada. Today, LaSondra Johnson beat the case. She was found not guilty, and because she was found not guilty, those charges were dropped. She is not a murderer. It was self-defense. I did a video earlier about V-Love, and V-Love was stating that my niece killed Jada over some hair. that Jada sold her a few months prior to that. That was bad hair. That was not the fight was over. The fight was Shahara's fight. Shahara boosted Jada and the other girl to fight LaSondra. LaSondra tried to get them all off of her. The video showed it all. And the video was evidence in the case of LasondraJohnson Johnson versus the people or Jada. And so when they were on the stand, they realized that those witnesses that were there, they were coached. Remember I told y'all before, they lying? Well, they got caught on the stand lying. And in fact, they were lying so hard that one of the jurors raised their hand and said, were you guys coached through this? Yeah, they were coached through that. So what they did was every time they told a lie, they went back and looked at that video and looked at exactly what happened in that video. This was clearly self-defense. Clearly self-defense. My niece did not intend to kill Jada. She was simply protecting herself from all of those girls ambushing her. Again, I pray for Jada and her family and her kids. I pray for V-Love and the family. But my niece protected herself. And today she was proven not guilty. She gets to walk free. She gets to be with her family. She gets to love on her family again. She don't have any boundaries. She gets to move freely. Clearly.
Yeah, I figured that. So she has no boundaries. Now, in one of the reports I had read, they had said that, you know, she was charged with a lesser charge. I didn't even see it when I read it. I don't remember reading it, but maybe I did because I seen it when I read it earlier. But they said she got a lesser charge, that lesser charge could give her 5 years, but apparently she just got off, period, with self-defense.
All of the V-Love fans that was bashing me and bashing my niece about this, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. Every lie that you tell, it will eventually come around and bite you in the ass. A lie, when you tell a lie, then you have to tell another lie on top of that lie. And then you have to tell another one to defend the lies that you have just told. And in court, it showed that. It showed LaSondra Johnson's innocence. So I pray for V-Love and her family. I pray for Jada and her family and her kids. And we wish you the best. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. And if you all want to follow me, you can follow me. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I have my own radio station, WDEM Radio. I'm a TV personality. You can follow me on all of my social media sites. I'm not here for no publicity. I'm not here for any of that. I was just here to clear my niece's name in the beginning, in the first video. I was here to clear my niece's name. And now, today, my niece was declared innocent. I am happy for her. But in the other case, I feel sorry for the family. Again, nobody deserves to lose their life. Nobody. I don't wish that on anybody. But I would say if anybody needs to go to jail, it needs to be Shahara and the other girls. Or, for murder. I would say for murder, for attempted murder. Or a party to it. I don't know nothing about the jurisdictional system. But I just feel that Shahara should be charged with something. Conspiracy, something. She should be charged with something. But my niece was cleared innocent. LaSondra Johnson is innocent. V-Love, I wish you the best. I wish your family the best. You guys have an amazing day.
Wow. What y'all think about that? That's so sad, unfortunate. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of babies, a couple kids that don't have a mother over something so stupid. And somebody else's fight at that. It just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. Oh, and Miss Cajun, just let me know when you ready. We can discuss what you want on it, because like I said, this one, they really are custom made, but it's easier for me to put them on a website like I have them, and I have a few on there. You could pick from those, or you could decide what you want on yours, and we could figure this one out. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready. What y'all think about that case, though? Exactly. No, she did. I missed it because I had walked away. Yeah. But that's terrible, though. I feel bad for Beloved being sued. But I get it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but you do have to be careful, and that's why I do say allegedly and stuff like that, because you can be sued. And if they think you got some money, like Beloved, she got 3 million followers on YouTube. She has, the Beloved sauce and all kind of other stuff Beloved be doing. She got some money and they know it. So they going after her. So I feel bad for Beloved for that. I mean, she already lost her sister. I didn't I didn't hear her bashing, but it sounded like I don't know if she did another video bashing or not, but they tripping. Hey, how's it going? What's up, true crime and other stuff? Thank you for coming through. Nice meeting you. Was that yesterday or this morning? I'm horrible, but nice meeting you over at Nita's World. I know that's where I seen you at. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, and I'm gonna come back live because I'm gonna do the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and before I do that, I don't know. I gotta decide. I might do Jelani because I've been putting Jelani off. I might do Jelani, but I know I gotta put a little bit more together to be able to do that. And I'm also interested in a Ahmaud Arbery trial. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I will. I'll probably be doing that later this week or this weekend. Hold on, don't go nowhere yet though, because I'm gonna give y'all a link so you could join me at the other live. I just don't I don't like my lives being super long, and then I got a bunch of them preset already, so I'm trying something different. And I always try different stuff. It's very rare that I keep doing the same thing over and over, getting the same 9 results. Yes, me too. Sorry I'm late. I'll come back. Okay, perfect. So admit and anybody after I get done doing the report, as a matter of fact, which one do y'all think I should do? Should I do Jelani Day or Kyle Rittenhouse? Give me put JD if you want me to do Jelani Day. If you want me to do Rittenhouse, put R. Come on, y'all, give me some votes, cause I'm really torn. I don't know which one I want to do first. But like I said, I got 2 of them set up, and then whichever one we choose, if y'all have time, I would like for y'all to come up on a panel and let's talk about it. Okay. True Crime said JD. And if nobody votes, then okay, 1 for JD, 1 for Rittenhouse. We need one more vote to break that. Or all votes for everybody that's in here. And I'll do whichever win. I'm interested in both. We need one more person to break it. Okay, Rittenhouse wins, looks like. JD. D-Wash, you can't vote twice. How you doing, D-Wash? I want y'all to come up too and let's talk about it. I got some time today. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Y'all see I'm still half sleep looking. I ain't doing nothing all day. So we got 1, 2. Dang, now it's 2 and 2. Okay, it's enough people in here to give me another vote to break it. You open for panel talk? Perfect. Soon as I get done doing a report, I'ma bring anybody up that wanna come up and let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got time. We can look at other cases too, because just like when I'm live and I be scrolling through my phone, I'm getting all distracted because there's a couple little things. I'm good on my way to New York. Are you? Have fun. Buddha, you on your way back. I hope you had a blast. That's what's up. On the plane, about to take off. Safe travels. Safe travels, Buddha, for real. Frozen Heart and Buddha in the building. You guys, please thumbs up the video. Okay, so Oh, thank you for sharing, Buddha. I'm about to go live on a different one, but thank you for sharing. They can catch it later. So it looks like we gonna do Rittenhouse. And I picked that because I'm leaning more towards Rittenhouse. It's a little bit easier to cover right now. But I'm gonna put the link to that live as soon as I can figure out how to get to it. I don't know how to get to my own channel. Okay. Okay, there's the link to the live. Thank you to everybody that smashed the thumbs up, and if you haven't, please do right now. And I'll see y'all over at the other live. We're gonna have open panel. You can jump up, we can discuss different things or whatever, especially what we're talking about though, the topic. Either one sounds good. Okay. It's so much going on in this world, man. We gotta try to talk about as many as we can. But you know, it's interesting because I think Rittenhouse is a good one because his is a self defense case as well as the one that I just reported. And she got off. I mean, the circumstances is way different, but still.
What's going on? Make this go viral TV in the building. Terrence Barnes in the building.
It's so typical.
Sock Passe.
Talk about myself.
Shout out to everybody in the building. If you are a new and upcoming YouTuber and content creator, make sure you check out Make This Go Viral TV. She's also doing reviews. Make sure you participate in the chat. She's doing reviews. She'll review your channel, follow your channel. Get everybody in the chat to follow the channel. And you can chop it up with her. She's doing groundwork in the space. So make sure you hit her up. Show her some love. And she'll return the favors. Player talk. Let's get it. Let's go. And even if you're a seasoned YouTuber, that's a good look too. Let's do business. And let's network. Player talk. Let's go. Make sure you guys hit this link right here. Definitely get your channel showcased.